Zoom in.
For the playing of the national anthem and McFarland alma mater.
Thank you.
You guys can just... Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Anna Cohn, and I've had the privilege of being president of this lovely class here at MHS. Joining me on stage is our district superintendent, Erin Tarnitzer, school board president, Megan Fessler, school board vice president, Meredith Huey, school board clerk, Bruce Fisher, school board treasurer, Megan Chapman, school board member, Yanni McRae, and our principal, Brett Jacobson. So good morning to our school board, MHS staff, parents, friends, family. And the reason we're here today, the McFarland class of 2026. Hi guys, y'all look so great. I want to spend a few minutes together to reflect on the time we've shared and thank you all for what you've taught. At the beginning of the year, one of my friends told me that life felt like a checklist. Get into college, graduate high school, graduate college, find a job, start a family. And I think we all have that internal pressure to meet the next milestone. But as some of us know, and all of us will learn, life doesn't always follow our plans, and we spend most of our lives in the time between exciting achievements. Today we check the second box of the checklist, but it doesn't define our time here in McFarland. What we will take away is the in-between. McFarland has served as a constant for so many aspects of our lives, and is a reservoir of memories we will one day realize were so important. Whether it was trudging through wintry recesses to gather ice chips for your snow fort, or spending the evening crafting a Valentine's box for a candy exchange the next day. Mine was a cupcake. The importance within a guarantee of a durable ball tournament in the next few months, even the quiet support from your friends as you walk up to grab lunch together, or the special moment when you've solidified an inside joke with your third block class. Shout out to La Espamilia. And believe it or not, we learned some things in this district. The cosine of pi over 2 on the unit circle might not have solidified, but we now have the skills to craft a professional email, cram for an exam the night before, and all the rules of 4 square block magic. We learned how much we are capable of creating by crafting the latest blockbusters on iMovie, writing our own bills during the legislative semester, creating probability projects in math, and completing Grammy-winning guitar licks on GarageBand. We learned responsibility from WIS Safety Patrol and the consequences of arson in the 5th grade Minecraft unit. But in between these essential life skills and lessons learned, MHS taught us the value of showing up for each other. The ordinary moments that will feel special only once they are gone. I want to thank our dedicated staff for always showing up for us. From our teachers to student services, I know the entirety of this class appreciates your constant support and flexibility. And I want to thank my classmates for always sharing your passions. I was constantly inspired by the drive of student athletes, creative minds of student council members and DECA competitors, and talent from musical cast and VAC team members. And wherever you all take your passions, and as exciting as the future is, I want us to remember we don't have to have everything figured out yet. Your next milestone doesn't have to be planned out. We are lucky to have this environment to grow and make mistakes, and mistakes are still allowed outside of this building. You're still allowed to ask for help outside of this building. Instead of focusing on your perfect life plan, I ask you to appreciate that in between. Because that's where memories take place, favorite songs are discovered, and lifelong friendships are formed. Thank you so much for listening. Congratulations to my inspiring classmates, and I cannot wait to see where the in-between takes us next. Hand over the microphone to our superintendent, past middle school principal, and forever a voice in our head when we hear sweet potato fries, Mr. T.
Well, good morning, esteemed faculty, proud family, and friends, school board members, distinguished guests, and of course this wonderful class of 2026. Let the commencement begin here today. My name is Aaron Tarnitzer, as you got to hear, and I got to be your superintendent, and for many of you, I also had the privilege of getting to be your middle school principal, and apparently some of you still remember sweet potato fries. And I hope every time that you're at a restaurant and somebody orders sweet potato fries, you say, bum, 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 following that. So before anything else, I really do want to thank the parents, guardians, and families and supporters that are here today, because you were your child's first teacher, first encourager, first ride to school, first late night homework helper. Sometimes you were your kid's first reality check. But it's always been challenging and rewarding at the same time, but you showed up when they needed you most. Elizabeth Stone once said, "To have a child is to decide forever to have your heart go walking outside of your body." Thank you, on behalf of the McFarland School District, for trusting us with your hearts and your kids for the past 13 or 14 years. It truly is a privilege. Now, I have the distinct pleasure of following the one and only Anna Cohn, and you're going to hear that we reinforce each other in our speeches today because we're both pretty amazing people with a great message. But I do want to acknowledge something unique about this class. People often say that everything you need to know you learned in kindergarten. Maybe you've heard that. That is not true for the class of 2026. Everything that you needed to learn, you learned in 4K. In fact, you were the first 4K class of McFarland School District. In fact, you have gone to school longer than any other McFarland High School students. Congratulations. So you should have graduated last year. But honestly, there's really a lot of truth to this idea about what we learned when we were younger. Some of those important life lessons are simple ones. Be kind, include others, keep trying, share, help people when they are struggling. Say you're sorry. Those lessons matter just as much today as they did when you were 4 years old. And what I have learned as an adult is this. These lessons that matter so much in life, they aren't lessons we learn once. Some of us as adults continue to learn these lessons over and over again throughout our journey. And that really is the theme that I want to leave you with today, that it truly is not about your destination, it is about the journey. We tend to think of things about reaching goals, checking boxes, climbing mountains, and standing up at the top, taking a selfie at the summit as though it's all over. Graduation can feel like that, and it is an important milestone. It is a summit in many ways, but life is really not like that. Life is about experiences, relationships, mistakes, challenges, joys, and the stories that shape who we are today. So when you really think about it, these things you will remember most throughout your journey, they're probably not going to be the test scores. They're probably not going to be the assignments or even this diploma. You're going to remember the people. You will remember the friendships, the teachers that believed in you, the moments that make you laugh until you cried, the school events, the awkward middle school phases. I'm not going to call anybody out, myself included, although I did rock that mullet for the record. Believe me. The conversations in the hallways, those wins, the disappointments that you've had, all of this becomes part of your story. And like every meaningful journey, it wasn't always easy. There were moments in your life where it didn't feel easy or fair, and it probably wasn't. And you were carrying something that maybe you felt no one else could see. But those journeys that we have in life, they're defined not just by the easy moments, but the times that were difficult. That shapes us. And here we are. You've made it through so many challenges to get here, and that matters. One of the best parts about my job is I get to reconnect with graduates after they've come through. And a few weeks ago, I saw two former students actually in the same event, and just coincidentally, and one is now a mortician. The other works operations for a professional soccer club. And on graduation day, when they sat there, where you're sitting down, they never thought that was going to be where they went. And they were so excited to tell me how happy they were. And that really is what I want you to remember. That if you keep learning those lessons that you started learning back in 4K, you keep including others, you keep trying, you keep being the people that help others when they're struggling, you keep growing into the person you want to become, that you truly will be a part of something special, and you never know where life will take you. So while you're doing that, don't rush so quickly through everything. Achievement matters, goal matters, but take time to reflect on the memories that you've had through this amazing school district. I am a better person because I've gotten to know you. I will try not to get emotional here, but you're a special group of people, and I'm really going to miss seeing you. And always remember, no matter where your journey takes you, no matter what's next for you, just please always stay classy, McFarland. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are proud of you.
Thank you, Mr. T. Next up, we have our staff speaker to share some wisdom about character. He's our social studies teacher, my tennis coach, and #1 dog dad. Here's McFarland's favorite Canadian, Mr. T.
Thank you, Anna, for that. Members of the school board, Mr. Tarnitzer, Mr. Jacobson, parents, family members, friends, teachers, and most importantly, the McFarland High School class of 2026. Morning, everybody. I can't tell you how honored I am to be here and speaking on this special occasion. In fact, I can think of no higher honor to receive as a teacher. So thank you, class of 2026, and thank you for not making us sit through another one of Mr. McGrath's endless diatribes. His reign of terror is over. I'm kidding, obviously. Chris McGrath, aside from being one of my best friends, is one of the best human beings I've ever met, and we're all lucky to have him here in McFarland. But if any of you tell him I said that, I will deny it until the day I die. And while I have you all here, and speaking of Mr. McGrath, and because of something Anna just said, I'd like to take a moment to clear up a rumor that he's been spreading about me. So for the record, no, I am not from Canada. Or am I? But I digress. I've been directed to speak with you today about character, and though I don't feel entirely qualified, I will do so to the best of my meager ability. But before I do so, I just have to say that getting to spend time with all you delightful weirdos in the class of 2026 has been such a pleasure. I believe I speak for all of my colleagues when I say that it's been an honor to be part of your journey thus far. You've made these last 4 years special, which makes today's celebration a little bittersweet for many of us here today. You know, there's a line from one of my favorite books. It's All the King's Men by Robert Penn Warren, and it's the final line. And I've thought about it ever since I decided to become a teacher. And I've been thinking about it these past few months as I've been thinking about this day. Here's an edited version of that line. We shall come back, no doubt, but that will be a long time from now. And soon now we shall go out of the house and go into the convulsion of the world. Out of history, into history, and the awful responsibility of time. You all are about to leave this fine institution and journey into a new phase of life. You are likely to face more daunting challenges than you did in these relatively stable, sheltered halls. There are likely to be difficult times in front of you, but there will also be wonderful times. And it is your character which will guide you through the uncertain waters ahead. Now, I don't know if I can exactly encapsulate or define good character, but I know that character has to do with how you react to the world, how you handle the convulsion, the ups and downs, the good and bad, the unexpected. How you handle the responsibilities to come. Citizenship, career, rent, mortgages, car loans, taxes, relationships, children. Some or all of these things are on the horizon for you. So how will you respond? One way to look at character is to consider what it is not. Much like recognizing the darkness is noticing the absence of the light. Well, character is not about being perfect. And it's not about having it all figured out. It's certainly not masking our insecurities by punching down on others. It's not buying into the fiction that you are the center of the world, or that you've done it all yourself. And it's not blaming the rest of the world for our own problems, refusing to take responsibility for mistakes or when things go wrong. As my parents taught me, good character is about taking responsibility for our lives. And it's about recognizing that our lives are part of a bigger story, caught, as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. We're all in this together. You're all unique, and yet it is the unity the ways we support one another that tends to make life beautiful. Perhaps then a better way to look at character is, much as with the light, to look at its effects, to see that which it illuminates. Maybe it's more of an I know it when I see it kind of thing. I've been privileged to spend time with this class and to see those effects all around me. You all were the first to go through the legislative semester, and you rose to the challenge. You examined your beliefs, gave speeches in front of your peers, stood up to be heard, maybe in ways you weren't sure you could, about what you thought was right on important issues, and all while modeling civil discourse, and making Mr. Ward and myself look good in the process. That took character. Sometimes character is taking underclassmen under your wing on an international trip, and even inviting them to sing karaoke with you. Sometimes it's showing you care through small acts of kindness, like writing a get well soon card for your teacher's dog, Lincoln. Sometimes it's putting the team above yourself. It's chasing down a play in the JV2 basketball game and selling out just to get a fingertip on the ball to knock it out of bounds. You thought I forgot about that, didn't you, Mason? It's the kind of play that often goes unnoticed, but it's what lets your team get back on defense, and is what can make the difference. It's the little things. And sometimes, doing the little things for 4 years means you get to play your final game at the Cole Center. Sometimes, as Ella once pointed out to me, good character means not having to be the hero, but just taking the time to listen. Sometimes it's as little a thing as paying attention, or appreciating the moments in between. My grandfather taught me that a good general rule is to act from the heart, that if you do so, you'll be all right. I took that to mean to act out of love. That choices made out of love, though they make you vulnerable, are right more often than not, and they bring light to those around you. What I've found, and perhaps you've noticed, is that good character is nearly always connected to community, or whatever word you want to use to describe the bonds of affection between human beings, and about the love we show to those around us. It resides within the social fabric that we weave, and it's an extension of the choices we make consistently in our own lives. It's the thing that binds us. Good character produces good fabric. Good fabric creates a beautiful garment. You know, there's a poster in my classroom with one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite authors, David Mitchell. He says, "Our lives are not our own. We are bound to others, past and present. And by each crime and every kindness, we birth our future." If you'd like evidence of this, I invite you to look around the room. Look at all the people who care about you, who are here to celebrate you, who have helped you and who will continue to support you. You should be proud of yourself and your accomplishments, but just remember that no one does it alone. Your life wouldn't be the same without the people around you, and conversely, their lives wouldn't be the same without you. There are challenges ahead of you, large and small, and hopefully, you'll rise to meet them. Just know that you will occasionally fail to live up to your own expectations and possibly the expectations of those around you. And that will hurt. Such is life. Fail again. Try to fail better. Or in the words of an esteemed colleague of mine, suck less. Get better. Just a little bit every day. And do so for those around you. The trick is being willing to endure the pain and the heartbreak and to keep on loving, keep on laughing, keep on doing the little things, keep on shining for each other. That is good character, and that is our responsibility. Congratulations to the class of 2026. We'll miss you. I'll miss you. Be good, don't be strangers, and enjoy the convulsion of the world.
A lot of folders of them. All right, thank you, Mr. Toohey. Let's now enjoy the MHS choir singing our class song Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. pleasure to introduce the class of 2025's Spartan Award winner to present this year's award. If you're lucky enough to know her, you know she's the epitome of what it means to be a Spartan. Let's give a warm welcome to McFarland alum, Miss Sophie Olson.
Thank you, Anna. I'm truly fortunate today to be here to celebrate the class of 2026 and announcing the Spartan Award recipient. The Spartan Award stands as one of the most prestigious honors that a graduating senior here at McFarland High School can obtain. This award not only acknowledges the recipient's academic achievements, but also celebrates their extracurricular involvements and outstanding character. The Spartan Award additionally recognizes their commitment to integrity, hard work, and leadership within our community. To qualify for this award, candidates must be graduating magna cum laude or summa cum laude and have a clean disciplinary record. The selection process follows a two-step approach. Students are first provided a ballot with a list of eligible peers and are encouraged to vote for those they believe are most deserving of this award. Candidates with the most peer votes are then presented to staff for the final decision. Teachers and administration, who have observed these top candidates' growth, contributions, and character over the years, choose who will be the recipient of the Spartan Award. This year's recipient truly embodies the spirit of a McFarland Spartan through their immense dedication to their community, outstanding academic performance, and positive personality. This recipient has embraced the challenge of completing multiple AP classes, successfully earning them the distinction of graduating summa cum laude. Through their academic grit, perseverance, and strong commitment to learning, they have also been celebrated as a Battle Conference top scholar and have earned their place in McFarland High School's chapter of the National Honor Society. Beyond academics, this student's contributions to our community have been remarkable. They were nominated as the Optimist Club of McFarland Senior of the Month. This recipient has spread love and acceptance through their community involvement, such as writing kind notes of encouragement through letters of love and providing extensive mental health support to peers as a long-standing officer in Hope Squad. They also demonstrate true leadership and perseverance, both on the tennis court as a varsity tennis captain and manager of the boys tennis team, along with uniting McFarland High School and creating a safe and welcoming environment as the student class president. It is with great pride to present this year's Spartan Award to Anna Cohen.
Didn't expect that. Thank you, Sophie. Seniors were given the opportunity to audition for the class speaker's address on the future. Our staff committee chose one of my close friends, Bushra Arif. Please help me in welcoming her to the stage. Sorry, guys. Good morning to our families, teachers, parents, friends, and everyone who helped get us here today. And most importantly, good morning to the class of 2026. My name is Bushra Arif, and I'm honored to be speaking in front of you today. When I was first asked to write a speech about our future, I didn't quite know where to start. I thought about all the big, inspiring things that we're supposed to say about our goals or dreams and the paths that we're about to take. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized something. The future isn't some distant moment waiting for us. It's something we've slowly been building this entire time. The concept of time is very beautiful. We must live in the present to create a past that will forever be set in stone. Yet, we can never be set in the future. It's never concrete. We live every day adding to our past, but it seems as if we never reach the future. Because to reach something, there has to be an ending. And the future, it has no ending. Every day, we tell ourselves the things that we'll do in the future, and eventually there comes a time where we'll reach those goals or accomplishments. However, it never ends there. There's always another in the future. For most of our lives, things felt pretty predictable. Every year had a next step, next grade, next class, next schedule. Back then, the biggest thing we had to worry about was finishing our homework before it was due, or at least before the teacher noticed it was missing. Most of us met when we were 5 years old, sitting on alphabet rugs with cubbies labeled with our names. Over the years, we grew up together through awkward middle school phases, messing around at the back of the bus and stressing over the same projects and tests. 12 years is a long time to go alongside the same people, and somewhere along the way, we didn't just grow older, we grew into who we are today. But after you walk that stage, that rhythm of things changes. For the first time, the path isn't already planned out for us. Everyone here is about to go in completely different directions. Some of us will move to new cities, some of us will stay closer to home, some will start college, some will start working, and some of us are still figuring things out. And honestly, that's okay, because the future isn't about having everything perfectly planned out at 18. It's about being willing to grow, to try new things, and to keep moving forward even when things feel uncertain. The truth is, none of us really know what the next few years will look like. We'll try things that don't work out the way that we expected. We'll change our minds about things that we once felt totally sure about. And along the way, we'll discover new passions, new opportunities, and new versions of ourselves. But if the last 12 years have taught us anything, it's that we're capable of more than we think. We've mastered how to survive early mornings, finals, group projects, and more Canvas and infinite Canvas notifications than any human should ever have to see. But more importantly, we learned how to keep going even when things were difficult. We learned how to adapt when things didn't go the way that we planned and how to support ourselves and the people around us. Those are the things that will stay with us in the future. Not just the grades and the assignments, but the strength we built and the friendships we made over these past years. In a few months, our lives will probably look very different. The people that we see every day might be states away, and the routine that we've followed for years will start to change. But one thing will remain the same: the experiences we've shared. They'll come with us until whatever comes next. They'll show up in random moments from now when we hear a song that reminds us of high school, when we run into someone from our class in a whole new city, or when we realize that the friendships that we built never really disappeared when we went to college. Today isn't just the end, it's the start of everything we've yet to experience. So here's to the new experiences, the new friendships we'll make, and to the lives we're about to build. And most importantly, here's to the class of 2026. Congratulations. Thank you, Bushra. Finally, I'd like to introduce the last speech of our commencement ceremony, which will be followed by the presentation of our class. Please give a warm welcome to our very own principal, Mr. Jacobson.
Thank you, Anna. Hello, families, friends, faculty, community members, and graduates. My name is Brett Jacobson, McFarland High School principal, and it's my honor to wrap things up today before awarding diplomas. Over the course of the past 3 years, I've had the pleasure of getting to know McFarland High School's class of 2026, and man, what a great group to get to navigate life with. A bit earlier, Mr. T mentioned that life is really about the journey and not strictly the destination. After getting the chance to read his speech a few weeks ago, it really made me think of one of my favorite songs from a local country music band called Enjoy the Ride by Madison County. Maybe some of you know it. The song starts by saying, I don't look in the rearview mirror and I don't look too far ahead. I don't hang out in the fast lane, give me a country road instead. I see people everywhere, they hurry here and they hustle there. But me, I make sure to take my time and enjoy the ride. You can probably see where I'm coming from, the similarities in the messages there. The song continues by saying, life's too short, the world spins fast, we race against the hourglass. Seasons change in the blink of an eye, so enjoy the ride. It's tough to recognize it when you're in the moment, but the different seasons of life truly do go by in the blink of an eye. And I think your families and our staff, two groups of people making up almost all of our attendance today, can certainly attest to just how fast the seasons and the years surely go by as they've seen you grow up over the years. I've watched many of you have similar realizations the other day when we were on our parade through the primary, intermediate, and middle schools. It was a blast to see so many of you reminiscing about former teachers, assemblies, lunches, recess shenanigans, and then also realizing how it felt like just yesterday that you were in those same classrooms, filling those same tiny chairs, and learning from some of the exact same staff members. Speaking of our staff, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our dedicated faculty and staff throughout the district who've helped mold these students throughout the various seasons of their lives into the young adults they are today. The time and energy put into these students by McFarland School District staff over the past 13 years is truly incalculable, but so is the amount of gratitude that we have for these efforts. So, at this time, I ask that all McFarland School District staff in attendance today, no matter which role you've played or what season of these graduates' lives you played it in, please stand to be recognized with a round of applause. Thank you very much. Now back to our song. It continues by saying, I've got a friend in New York City making more than I ever will. He spends every waking moment working on his next big deal. He puts in 16-hour days, never feels the sunlight on his face. One day he's going to wish he'd taken time to enjoy the ride. Now, whether you become a mortician or a soccer club operations director like the alumni that Mr. T recently had the ability to connect with, or if you become an artist, teacher, doctor, businessman or woman, electrician, or anything else your heart desires, I'm sure you will put in plenty of 16-hour days in order to reach the goals that you have set for yourself, just like the New Yorker from our song. But where I hope you're able to differ from this New Yorker is in your conscious efforts to feel the sunlight on your face and enjoy the ride. I think we've all acknowledged now that the seasons surely do go by fast, so I wanted to be sure to take a few moments today to slow down and reflect back on the moments where the sunlight has, at least figuratively, shined down on the class of 2026's faces throughout their high school years. A few times that really came to mind were their presentations of musical performances, Cinderella, Legally Blonde, The Lightning Thief, and most recently, Shrek. Winning 7 Rock Valley and Badger Conference championships, posting back-to-back Renew Our School Eco Club championships, along with a runner-up finish this year. 11 WIAA state athletic appearances, numerous DECA accomplishments and accolades, spring play performances of Clue, The Importance of Being Earnest, Elsewhere, and It's a Wonderful Life. 2 WIAA athletic team state championships, multiple awards at district, regional, and state Skills USA competitions, along with more individual academic, athletic, musical, and co-curricular accolades than I have time to acknowledge today. Please join me in a collective round of applause for this impressive list of accomplishments that these graduates have contributed to throughout their high school years. Now that I've run out of song lyrics to share, we're going to move on to the part that you've all been waiting for. So, having met all necessary requirements set forth by the McFarland School District Board of Education, along with our collective commitment to remember to enjoy the ride as you move on to your next adventure, I recommend that each of the students of class of 2026 be recognized with the presentation of their high school diplomas. We will do this now with the help of our senior class officers, Julia Gordy, Lily Spanos, and Steve Hong, along with Superintendent Aaron Tarnitzer and School Board President Megan Fessler. Before I pass them the mic, here's my final reminder to you, the class of 2026, to not only enjoy the ride, but like you hear me say every day, please continue to be kind, work hard, and have fun.
Anna Elizabeth Simpson Cohn. Anna will be attending UW-Madison for neurobiology and psychology in the fall. She wants to thank her best friends, her parents, and Grandma and Grandpa for supporting her throughout her time at McFarland. Steve Min Hong. Steve will be attending UW-Madison and will be majoring in financial investment, banking, and accounting. He would like to thank his parents for being the best ever, and his two siblings, Ben and Emily. Julia Marie Gordy. Julia will be attending Rollins College to study international business. Lily Marie Spanos. Lily plans to attend UW-Madison to study personal finance. She would like to thank her family and friends for all of their support.
Addison Grace Aarons Miker. Addison is planning to attend UW Oshkosh. She would like to thank her family and her best friend, Haley DiMartino, for always supporting her. Rowan Cass Amundsen. Rowan would like to thank his mom and dad. Bushra Naveen Arif. Bushra is planning to study political science and business at UW-Madison on the pre-law track. She wants to thank her family and her best friend for supporting her every step of the way. Ash Marciana Bacon. Ash plans to attend Madison College for childcare. Connor Allen Beza. Connor plans to study music. He would like to thank Miss Arango for helping him throughout the years. Maisie Jane Barrelman. Maisie will be attending UW-Madison in the fall. She would like to thank everyone who has supported her through her high school journey. Paris Nevaeh Barnes. Paris will be attending UW-Milwaukee to study criminal justice. She wants to thank God, her mom, her family, and her friends. Levi Carolyn Baumgarten. Levi will be heading off to UW-La Crosse to pursue a major in multidisciplinary theater and education. He would like to thank his grandpas for introducing and fostering his love of music. He wishes they could be here to see him now. Alexis Ray Beinborn. Lexi will be attending Madison College to pursue her dream of becoming a cosmetologist. She would like to thank her parents for all their love and support. Aubrey Madison Berg. Aubrey plans to attend Madison College and major in nursing on track to specialize in pediatric hematology oncology. Cecilia Victoria Lynn Biederman. Cece will be attending UW-Milwaukee to study architecture.
Henry Aaron Beery. Henry plans to attend UW Green Bay to study social work. He would like to thank his parents and sister for believing that he could graduate. Jonathan Jameson Blattner. JJ will be attending Iowa State University and majoring in finance. Carmen Singh Bola. Carmen will be attending UW-Madison. He would like to thank his friends, old and new. You know who you are. He would also like to thank his family for always supporting him and his teachers for always pushing him. Benjamin John Bozel. Ben will attend UW La Crosse in the fall to study accounting. He would like to thank his parents for always believing in him. Harper Olivia Bolino. Harper plans on attending Winona State University to study political science. She would like to thank her family for supporting her and her friends for always being by her side. Taylor Mackenzie Brummer. Taylor plans to go into the Army Reserves, sticking to her medical background. Lila Catherine Buckner. Lila will attend UW Oshkosh and major in social work. Mia Adelia Burchett. Mia will be attending UW-Madison, where she plans to double major in kinesiology and music. She'd like to thank all of her friends and family. Michael Jeffrey Burke. Mike would like to thank his friends and family for all their support. He plans to attend UW-Madison to study plant sciences. Dane William Calabrese. Dane plans to continue working with Dave Jones and attend the Madison College Apprenticeship Program. He would like to thank his mom, dad, and friends for their support. Aster Daniel Campaneschi. Aster plans to attend UW La Crosse for theatrical design. Nicole Cardenas. Nicole would like to thank Monster Energy Co. for helping them stay awake in class. Etienne Joseph Caillou. Etienne will be attending the University of British Columbia to study engineering. Kendall June Chadwick. Kendall will be attending UW-Milwaukee to study psychology and criminology. She would like to thank her family and friends for all that they have done for her. Alexis Claire Charbonneau. Alexis plans to attend UW-Milwaukee for nursing and would like to thank her friends, family, her dog, and everyone else who supported her along the way. Kevin Chen. Kevin will be attending UW-Madison to study industrial engineering. Jordan Ray Clark. Jordan is thankful for all the support he has been given from friends and family. He can't wait for the next chapter in his life. Willow Jean Christ. Willow plans on attending Black Hawk Technical College in the fall in their ultrasound program. She would like to thank her dad for being her #1 supporter through everything. Aubrey Lynn Davis. Aubrey plans to attend Florida Gulf Coast University to major in nursing with a focus on pediatrics or labor and delivery. Emma Taylor Dagenhart. Emma will be attending UW Milwaukee for finance and business. She would like to thank her family and friends for all of the love and support through the years. Mary Ann DeSere. Mary plans to attend the Madison College Transfer Program to study actuarial science. She would like to thank her little sister, Braylee, for being her biggest inspiration. Haley Sue DiMartino. Haley plans on attending UW Oshkosh to major in occupational therapy. She is also committed for dance. Casey Lee Draper. Casey will be studying computer information systems at UW Stevens Point and is committed to swim. She would like to thank her parents for all their support. Miles Jeffrey Erlinger. Miles plans to attend UW-Madison, where he will study chemical engineering. Alina Farrell. Alina is going to major in biology at UW-Madison. She is truly grateful to her friends and family for supporting her every step of the way. Jake Charles Fisher. Jake is planning to lay some pipe in his steam fitting apprenticeship right after high school. Rihanna Kiri Foskett. Rihanna will be attending UW Stevens Point for interior architecture and design. Eli Leroy Frankie. Eli plans to attend UW Milwaukee to study finance. He would like to thank his mom and dad and his brothers Owen and Tate for their love and support. Clyde Emery Fruits. A music enthusiast, Special Olympics athlete, and autism advocate. Clyde plans to attend UW Oshkosh. Nicholas David First. Nick will be attending Wisconsin Aviation to study to become a commercial pilot. He would like to thank his parents. Jade Galindo Salgado. Jade is planning to attend UW Platteville as an elementary education major. She would like to thank her dad for all the sacrifices he has made and let him know we did it. Isaac Richard Gamble. Isaac will be attending Wesleyan University, majoring in molecular biology and biochemistry. He would like to thank his parents for holding him back in pre-K so he could do an extra year of all this. Carson Ray Gander. Carson plans to attend UW-Madison, where he will double major in accounting and finance. Owen Rollin Gassman. Owen would like to thank his family for their constant support and for always being there. Chanbir Singh Guman. Give it up for Chanbir, a future physician's assistant. He is going to UW-Platteville and is ready to make a difference. When he is not studying anatomy, you will find him under the hood. From horsepower to healthcare, he's building a future at full speed. Lonnie James Green. Lonnie enjoyed playing football and track while in high school, and he was honored to be homecoming king. After high school, he plans to continue taking steps toward becoming a journeyman electrician. Mackenzie Rose Green. Mackenzie will be attending UW La Crosse in the fall to study marketing. She wants to thank her family and friends for all the love, support, and encouragement that helped her get here. Cora James Gregg. Cora is going to UW Milwaukee. Also, she lost her AirPods in the bleachers somewhere. If you could all check, please. Jackson John Gunderson. Jackson will be attending Madison College in the University Transfer Program. He would like to thank his family. Connor Zachary Gustafson. Connor is planning to attend Madison College in the fall. He would like to thank his mom who raised him, as well as his brother for annoying him. Callan James Haas. Callan plans to attend UW Green Bay for business. Evan Riley Haithman. Evan is going to Madison College and hopes to feel invincible. Calvin Andrew Hatzinger. Calvin had an amazing time at McFarland playing football and track and making memories with his teammates and friends. Next year, he'll be attending the University of Alabama to study marketing. Roll Tide! Diedrich John Henn. Diedrich would like to thank his family who supported him through it all. Blake Robert Herman. Blake plans to attend Iowa State University. He wants to thank all his family and friends that have supported him through the years.
Oliver Frederick Haney. Oliver plans to major in biochemistry at UW-Madison and hopes to go on to medical school. Michael Richard Huser. Michael plans to pursue a career in HVAC. Alex Jeremy Job. Alex will be attending flight school. Brock Nicholas Johnson. Brock would like to thank his alarm clock for failing to wake him up in the morning. Ethan Robert Johnson. Ethan will be attending UW-Whitewater, majoring in finance. Parker James Jordan. Parker will be attending Madison College in the University Transfer Program and plans to attend UW-Whitewater for social media marketing and AI use. He would like to thank his parents. Riley Elizabeth Keller. Riley thanks her mom for always sticking with her. Catherine Elizabeth Kelly. Catherine plans to attend UW-Madison to study biology on the pre-med track. Colin Emmett Kennedy. Colin will be pursuing a career in law enforcement. He would like to thank Jesus as well as all of the friends and family that have helped him throughout his high school experience. Micah Lee Kinchy. Michael will be attending the University of Minnesota for history education. He wants to thank his friends, family, and teachers. Thank you to Isaac Gamble for being the Tui to his McGrath. Hannah Lee Kirch. Hannah will be attending UW La Crosse, majoring in exercise science. She would like to thank her parents for all the opportunities they have given her. Jaden Elijah Bernard Knight. Jaden plans to attend Madison College in the fall. Tanner William Cook. Tanner will be attending UW La Crosse. Gabriel Jerome Kraft. Gabe would like to thank his family for their support and plans to pursue an electrician apprenticeship. Anthony John Keel. Anthony would like to thank the Tech Ed department for putting up with him throughout high school. He gives a special shout out to Mr. Ray for not only everything over the past 4 years, but especially the past semester. Mallory Sky Kuyak. Mallory will be attending Edgewood University in the fall. She would like to thank her family for their support. Tatum Ryan Kurtz. Tatum will be attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities for engineering. She would like to thank her parents and all the people who have supported her. Kayla Ann Landrew. Kayla will be attending UW-Milwaukee to play volleyball and study nursing. She would like to thank all of her friends and family for their endless support and encouragement. Ori Benjamin Landahl. Ori plans to attend UW-Oshkosh to study marketing. He will also be on the swim team. Dylan Andrew Landerman. Dylan would like to thank the band for being here and performing. Sawyer Aiden Larson. Sawyer is going to UW-Platteville to dual major in technical education and agricultural education. He would like to thank his mom and dad for being there for him. Connor Patrick Lau. Connor plans to attend Iowa State University to become a degreed meteorologist. He apologizes to his family and friends for their reliance on his weather information. Mason Michael Lenz. Mason will be attending UW La Crosse and is grateful for everyone who has guided him along the way. Carson Alexander Lip. Carson plans to continue his work in banking, investing early, and letting compound interest do most of the work. Yuli Lore. A dedicated hard worker, Yuli would like to thank her parents for their everlasting support on this journey and beyond. Wade Michael Mullaney. Wade will study cybersecurity at Madison College this fall. Brandon James Malley. Brandon will be majoring in accounting at UW-Madison. Griffin Michael Martin. Griffin plans on studying finance and becoming a financial advisor. Finley Augustine Mather. Finley is endlessly thankful to his teachers, Mr. Lacey, Ms. Vazan, and Mr. Ward. Emma Rose Matz. Emma is headed to UW-Whitewater to study meteorology. She sends a giant thank you to the music department, her friends, and especially your family for always being there. Anna Jo Maudlin. After high school, Anna plans on joining the Navy Reserve, working as an intelligence specialist, and she will attend college the following year. Arisa Eva McCullough. Arisa will be attending Lawrence University, where she is committed to play tennis and study environmental science. Braden Russell McDuffie. Braden would like to thank his mom and dad for their support. Liam Richard McKenzie. Liam is starting in the fall at Madison College, studying music and film production. Grant William McManigal. Grant plans to attend UW-Madison and major in finance. Raina Lynn Meyer. Raina will attend UW-Oshkosh in the fall and hopes to major in something related to nursing. She wants to thank her mom, dad, and sister for always supporting her. Lydia Grace Mickelbank. Lydia will be attending UW-Madison for special education. She would like to thank her family for their support. Erin Jane Miller. Erin is headed to Arizona State University to major in interior design. She would like to thank her family and friends for always supporting her. Adeline Grace Molinar. Adeline would like to thank her parents for supporting and putting up with her. Jayla Nicole Moore. Jayla will be attending UW-Milwaukee to play soccer and study kinesiology and nutrition. She would like to thank her mom for everything she has done. Carter Stephen Moran. Carter plans to attend UW-Whitewater. Emma K. Moran. Emma plans on attending UW-Oshkosh to major in elementary education. Ava Jane Nervig. After high school, Ava will be attending UW-Milwaukee for marketing. Mason Glenn Ninstead. Mason will be attending UW-Milwaukee in the fall to study computer engineering. Abigail Kennedy Noyes. Abby is attending Madison College with the goal of studying sports marketing. She would like to thank her mom and dad for always being there for her and her brother for being such a great person to look up to. Vari Bryn O'Neill. Vari will be attending Milwaukee School of Engineering this September for chemical engineering. She plans to become a grifter and start a podcast. Easton J. Paget. Easton plans to attend Madison College and pursue a fire protection associate's degree and do real estate. He would like to thank his family. He says his favorite memories from high school is the snow days. Wyatt James Pagels. Wyatt plans on attending Iowa State University in the fall for business economics. He would like to thank his family. Eladio Josiah Pena. Eladio shared a quote from a recording artist, Isaiah T.G. I wasted my time hoping you would change. Addison Joseph Michael Pennekamp. Addison plans on attending Iowa State University in the fall and studying finance. He'd like to thank his family and friends for all of their support. Henry August Piak. Next year, Henry plans
to attend UW Stevens Point to continue his studies. Catherine Grace Poteet. Grace will be attending UW Eau Claire for biochemistry and molecular biology. Julia Marie Purinton. Julia would love to thank her family and friends for always supporting her. Raina Deonde Randolph. Raina will be attending UW Milwaukee and majoring in business. She'd like to thank God, her parents, and all those who have truly been there along the way. Andrew Dylan Rapp. Andrew would like to thank his parents for paying for his knee surgery and his little brother for being the best.
Zamira Roscoe Morales. Zamira will be going to Madison College to study to be a dental hygienist/assistant. Ava Dawn Rukowski. Ava plans to attend Florida Gulf Coast University. She would like to thank her family for all their support. Addison Ann Richardson. Addison will be majoring in accounting at UW Whitewater. Aiden James Rose. Aiden will be attending UW La Crosse in the fall. He wants to thank his parents for all their support. Luke Gerald Rudy. Luke plans to study mechanical engineering. He would like to thank his brother for being so kind, loving, and supportive. Lily Ann Sabaki. Lily will be attending UW-Madison and plans to study biology. She wants to thank her parents for their support. Brody Thomas Samuel. Brody will be going to Madison College to study criminal justice and hopes to have a career in law enforcement. He says thank you to his mom and dad for all the support and encouragement they have shown him throughout his academic career. Sotaro Sana. Soto was one of our exchange students this year. He is thankful for the best host family, and he's very sad to go back to Japan. Nolan Robert Schnell. Nolan plans to become either a therapist or the President of the United States. Kennedy Sue Schambro. Kennedy is attending Winona State University in the fall and would like to thank her parents for all their support. Raya Marie Schreiber. Raya will be attending UW Oshkosh to study marketing. She would like to thank her family and friends for all their support throughout this journey. Ella Rose Shukart. Ella plans to attend UW-Madison to major in neurobiology on a pre-PA track. She would like to thank her family and friends for their love and support for the past 4 years and always. Nolan June Shorts. Nolan will be moving to Paris for his education in flute performance and French. He is eternally grateful to his entire family and teachers, past and present, for their never-ending support and guidance. Adawit Satanaru. Adawit is another one of our exchange students. He had a great year and will miss it. Ma Diara Sen. Mom Diara plans to attend Madison College to study marketing. She wants to thank 2 of her teachers, Miss Swan and Mr. Facile, as well as her family. Yoba Nar Sen. Yoba says, somehow stress turned into a diploma. Thank God. She would like to thank Miss Swan and Mr. Facile for everything. Abhi Tapin Shah. Abhi plans to attend UW Whitewater and study finance. He would like to thank his family and friends for their love and support. Vivian Adelor Simonson. Vivian would like to thank her mom, her grandparents, and her friends. Jaden Tyler Sitz. Jaden plans to study computer science at Madison College and is thankful to his family and friends for their support. Logan Alexander Soto. Logan will be attending Madison College in the fall to study IT. Magdalene Elizabeth St. Clair. Why take 4 years when you can do it in 3? Maggie's moving on to the next chapter a year early and sends a huge thank you to everyone who helped her beat the clock. Iwani Michael Stamtakos. Iwani will be attending UW-Madison for finance, investment, and banking. Hallie Danae Stapleman. Hallie is planning to attend Beloit College to play soccer and study psychology. She would like to thank her mom for being her best friend and #1 supporter. Molly Kate Stouse. Molly will be attending UW-Milwaukee and plans to study biomedical science. She would like to thank her family and friends for their unconditional support throughout the past 4 years. Chloe May Stenman. Chloe would like to thank her friends and family for all their support. She plans to attend UW-Madison next year for biochemistry and music. Grace Mary Swan. Grace is going to attend UW Stevens Point on a pre-veterinary track. She would like to thank her friends, family, and especially her parents for supporting her and pushing her to become who she is today. Riker Charles Swenson. Riker would like to thank his mom, dad, and Miss Connor for helping him through the last 4 years. Cosmodine Syed. Cosmodine plans to major in mechanical engineering. He praises God for everything and is forever grateful to his family for all his success. Evan Alexander Tauschek. Evan plans on going into the trades. He would like to thank his family for their support. Jason Chester Templeton. Jason plans to attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities to study environmental science. He would like to thank his friends and family. Jonathan Lloyd Terrell. Jonathan plans to attend the University of Minnesota in the fall. He would like to thank his parents for their constant support throughout high school, as well as his family, friends, and teachers who helped him along the way. Olivia Carolyn Tierney. Olivia is committed to swim at St. Olaf College and will major in political science and international relations on the pre-law track. She thanks her family, friends, and teachers for all their support. Aspen Ella Tierney Osterlov. Aspen is attending UW-Madison next year and would like to thank his friends and family for getting him to where he is today. Abigail Davida Trackman. Avi will be attending Lewis and Clark College in the fall for environmental studies. She would like to thank her older sister, her two best friends, and her family for all their support throughout school. Jessica Rose Udall. Jessica plans to attend UW-Madison to major in animal and veterinary biosciences and wildlife ecology. Her lifelong dream is to become a veterinarian specializing in wildlife. She would like to thank her family and friends for their unconditional love and support. Winter Hope Magnus. Winter is joining the Army. She would like to thank Miss Connor and Mr. Zins for helping her throughout high school. She would also like to thank herself for graduating. Trevor Alexander Van Houten. Trevor will be attending Madison College in the University Transfer Program with plans to study international business. He would like to thank his parents. Nina Love Verhagen. Nina will be majoring in sociology at the University of Minnesota. She'd like to thank her family and friends for supporting her throughout high school. Evie Juana Vidrio. Evie is grateful for her parents, nieces, nephews, and the school, Mac and Cheese, for helping her get through high school. Aiden Terrence Vosper. Aiden will be going to Iowa State to study finance. He would like to thank his family and friends for always supporting him. Bailey Emerson Wagner. Bailey plans to attend UW La Crosse to study exercise sports science. She would like to thank her family, friends, teachers, and coaches for their support. Callan Christopher Wagner. Callan plans to continue his academic and soccer career at UW Superior. He wants to thank his family and friends that have supported him throughout the years. Scott Evan Wong. Scott would like to thank his parents and friends for their support. Ella Elizabeth Wedan. Ella would like to thank her mom and her brother for their continuous support. Talia Lynn Wenzel. Talia plans to continue volunteering at the Humane Society and hopes to work there in the future. She could not have done this without Miss Quella, the all support teachers, Miss Bazan, and of course, her family and friends for continuing to believe in her no matter what. Parker Stephen Westfall. Parker will attend Madison College in the Fire Protection Technician program while interning with the Fitchburg Fire Department. Oregon Marie Westrom. Oregon will be attending Marquette University and plans to major in business. She would like to thank her family and friends for their love and support through everything. Christian Matthew Wingrove. Christian wants to thank his family and friends for supporting him throughout high school. Thank you all. Mason William Webb. Mason will be going to Viterbo University to play soccer and study pre-chiropractic. He would like to thank his family and friends for being by his side all these years. He could not have done it without you guys. Haley Elizabeth Waller. Haley plans to attend UW La Crosse to study elementary education. She would like to thank her friends and family for their unconditional love and support. Noah Wood. Noah UW-Platteville to study animal science. He would like to thank his family for always showing unconditional love and support. Isabella Juliana. Bella would like to thank her parents for their continuous support. Trayton Max Zadra. Trayton is off to Stout to study applied math and artificial intelligence. From the 110 hurdles to high-level data science, he's ready to build the tech of tomorrow. Go Blue Devils! David Zhang Zhao. David plans to attend Duke University to study statistics and computer science. Lastly, Leah Zhao. Leah will be attending Georgia Institute of Technology to study aerospace engineering. She would like to thank her family for all their love and support.
Thank you all for taking the time to be here with us today. Before we finish things up, we have one more tradition to carry out. So Ms. Stokes, would you please stand?
Very proud of all of you. Very proud. Seniors, what's your number? 2026! 2026! 2026!
Thank you, Ms. Stokes. Now, I wouldn't feel like myself if I didn't quote Taylor Swift before I leave. So as Taylor would say, this truly was the end of a decade, but the start of a new age. At this time, well, you guys are already singing. Will you please join me in their final farewell to McFarland High School, signified by the moving of our tassels?